Where are we right now?
We are on Endor.
There's the moon.
No, we're on a moon of Endor. It's the moon of Endor.
We're on a moon of Endor.
The forest world is the moon of Endor, I think. Or is it Endor itself? I think it's the moon of Endor. And actually, they filmed it right around here. So that's why it feels that way. Yeah. Because the Lucasfilm complex is like an hour north.
It's good to know. But regardless, well, all they're really doing is pointing at, look, life actually is this way.
Yeah.
I mean, here we are. I mean, the video obviously doesn't do it justice. It's a fixed medium. It's compressing all kinds of data in all kinds of ways. Jared Scheib does the same thing anyway, but has apparently a more dynamic range. Whatever that's worth.
More senses.
More senses. And here we are. Tell me that's not incredible. It's okay if you don't feel that way though.
Oh, I feel.
Oh no, I'm talking to the. No, you're good. I'm just letting you know that I'm also talking to whoever is watching. Yeah.
The aliens.
Yeah. Whatever life form may be consuming.
Is it cool if I play the people a little drum?
Dude, I would love to have you play it. You don't need to ask my permission, but I appreciate you asking.
Well, I don't want to mess up with the flow of the video, but if you have editing ideas in the future.
It's weird because people talk to me about how recording takes. It's always the question. I've wrestled with it for a long time. I mean, I've been doing this for 20 years, or for 12 years. Does documenting take you out of? Doesn't it? That's usually the assumption. Doesn't it take you out?
I disagree with that.
I actually.
It's another layer of interaction.
Yeah, and I feel very alive documenting.
When someone says, does doing this take you out of the moment, I think it's from a fundamental misunderstanding that you can be taken out of the moment. Not be taken out of the moment.
We are. Maybe. It's the being here. With that organism. And those other organisms.
There's a lot around.
And look, those are artificial, aren't they? Is that drum artificial? Am I artificial? does it matter? Earlier I was thinking maybe I'm like that hawk right there. Wouldn't that be interesting if I could, like, I guess I could do this in retrospect, but I'd like to do it live, just point. Anyway, by talking about it, I lost it. Where? Oh, there it is. It's over there. There's a hawk or something. And, like, it's free, in a sense. Maybe it's in slavery. Maybe freedom and slavery are some other idea. And the people go, why do you think about those things? Well, I don't know. I am the being here now. This is me being here now, I think. There's a ship over there. metacognitive mindfulness practice. If I wanted to translate it into human speak. If I wanted it to make any sense to people, or those are some people it could make sense to, I could also say filmmaking, art. I could say doing whatever the fuck. It feels like it's like proving that life can be like this, but also saying, accept me for being this way. Yeah, that's what it feels like. And other things. I mean, I can also see how this is some kind of software run rampant and someone else, Jared, don't you wish you could just be here now? I am here now. This is the being here now. Hey there. Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's the being here now. Yeah, please, thank you. Would you like to film?
Sure. I love drumming. You want to play a little drumming?
Sure. It's still recording, so I hand this to you. Hold on. It's all good. I'm actually gonna stop recording right now, and then start recording again, and let you do what you want to do with it.
Sounds good.
Great. What is the human way of describing this geospatial index?
Beautiful.
No, I mean, like if someone wanted to be here now.
Oh, like this location. Latitude, longitude, right?
Well, I'm actually, what are we looking at? If someone normal was like, oh, we went and hiked at such and such.
Like Marin Headlandsy area, probably.
Okay.
Around there.
And what is this valley or whatever? Is there a name?
Marin Valley, I think.
I don't know. Anyway, we're out in Marin County.
It's Marin-ish. Near Sausalito.
Marin-ish. This is the, this is the this is. That's Eric Levin, supposedly. This is Jared Scheib, supposedly. That's what people call me. And here we are. This is the being here now. Hashtag reality surfing. Hashtag life now.
Life now, hashtag reality surfing. I love them both.
Yeah.
They're epic hashtags.
Right?
Hey.
Here's what I'm thinking about the past few days. I am proposing it as an idea in the abstract. I think I'm open to its implications in the concrete as well. But I'm not suggesting by saying it that I want something in particular. But it is this idea. I think the current draft of it is called fruddling. Fruddling. Fruddling.
Oh, fruddling.
Friend cuddling. But like, especially because I think Imagine a world where male intimacy as friends could touch each other.
In the Arab world, they do. My sister was
Totally.
there for months, and she was in a little village in an oasis. And basically, because sex is so repressed there, in some ways you have to be married to have sex with a girl. The guys, basically, were
Well, I don't know if because of this, but anyway.
Not because.
Just tell me what was happening.
But what was happening is the guys would like express their male bonds through like cuddling and sex and all kinds of stuff, and it was totally normal. My sisters.
I didn't mean to control what you were saying, but
oh, not at all.
Trying to
Whatever.
point out
Yeah.
stuff. Anyway,
Totally.
okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, what I was just saying was my sister's lover at the time. She was in this oasis. He was not gay. He was a straight or whatever category you want to say. He was like he liked her. They were having sex, and he was like having sex with his friends too. Like it's like a bro, let's hang out and have sex. So it's in the West. It's very currently it's culturally constructed that there's a certain boundary, but in other places it's totally different.
So hashtag fruddling. Hashtag friend cuddle. Like, but I bruddling. Bro cuddling.
Totally.
Bruddling.
Bruddling.
That's what it was, not fruddling.
There's this
Hashtag bruddling.
Ben.
Rodriguez?
Yeah, Ben Rodriguez. His buddy was
That organism we know?
Yeah. He does cuddling. He does cuddling sessions and he teaches you.
Travis.
I think Travis. Yeah. So
Yeah. He runs the T Oasis.
Oh, he's the same guy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's who I'm. Oh yeah. Oh well, yeah. Here especially.
Yeah. So that's definitely a thing.
Well, so I want to create a space. Like if I was gonna make a house, for instance, out in Vallejo or something. On a regular basis, there would be like just cuddling. You could opt in to be cuddling at any time in a safe, comfortable environment, kind of a thing. Something like that, and to have different experiences like that, you can opt into.
Absolutely. If you
feel that that's what you want, and everybody there is on the same page, we've established the protocol. You're not going to be violated. You're there to respect your own boundaries and respect other people's boundaries, and to ask for permission where you are uncertain, or that others will be advocating for themselves. I don't know, yeah, to ask, I would say in a space like that, the default, it needs to be assumed, everybody needs to be running the software that here's some basic criteria, basic things that we're all here to do, but beyond that is either not what we're doing here, or you need to ask for permission and receive explicit verbal permission to do that thing. And to be that way, which is not to say we don't wish you to be that way outside of here, but it's just the kind of like, how do you create a space? It's difficult.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the type of stuff I think about, and I'm like, I want to create a house or a space where there are different experiences that people can come to, or not just one house, multiple houses, or I am that space, or whatever, but just like, yeah, anyway.
That's a good move. I think that could really work out. I think that in the West, maybe not so much in San Francisco, but in general, like there's a lack. There could always be more like physical connection. So, yeah. I think those cuddling workshops are really taking off. Like I read one woman she's making a really good living.
In
like,
Portland, the one in
Portland.
Yeah, she offered it, and within the first day, she had 10,000 bookings or something.
People need it, and it's really healthy. It's like back when we lived in tribes, everybody was doing that shit. So it's healthy. It's good. I think that'll be something people would be into. So.
Yeah, totally. I don't know. Did we get that in tribes? Were we in tribes?
I think people were living in tribes and like way more physically intimate. They did like dances around the fire and told stories, and we can't ever be sure because it's in the past. But the way they extrapolate that is they look at how they find these remote tribes that are still around. There's a few that are still around, and they just extrapolate. Oh, this tribe has not been contacted, or has not really had contact with the outside world. So it's probably how it was for a lot of other people. Just like how when you find a glacier, you can figure out that we're causing global warming because you look at the ice, the inner layers of the ice that have the record of before humans were around. And you can be like, oh, well, back then there was less pollution. Way less pollution.
This is the way life was.
I mean, yeah, you can never be certain, but you can make really, really good educated guesses.
Well, and even even regardless of how it was, the question is, how do we want to be?
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you know, like.
Yeah, but it is corroborating evidence. Like it's still a good little nick in the bucket to be like, oh, this is how people used to live, and you know.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's how we like evolved to be.
Yeah.
We can still evolve, like we can always be changing it, but there's a certain biological evolutionary inertia that, you know, we can always be making new technology and new pots and new things, but at a core level, like our software is a lot slower to evolve than that, and there's certain basic human needs that are the same as they were 10,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Physical intimacy and all that is one of them. Connection, the narrative amongst the people.
Yeah, I think if I lived in a place like this, and many people came, and we all just shared and lived life, and it was sustainable, and it was intentional, meaning we were all conscious, we all chose to be there. Part of the agreement of being there was to live deeply, to cultivate empathy, to connect deeply as humans, to reflect and to be mindful, and I don't know, just live authentically, kind of stuff, you know, and create community where that's going on. Something like that, basically, like whatever the ingredients are that you know, to get to that point where everybody feels safe, nobody feels violated, they're all here by choice, and we're all conscious, and it's an ongoing thing we have to talk about, and to live in harmony with ourselves and all existence. I think I'd rather do that than code. Maybe I don't have to do. Maybe it's not polar. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not binary.
Code is a means to that.
I think, yeah, I look at coding right now as like a runway.
Yeah. Well, right now in this economy, it's a really nice, easy way to gather capital, resources, energy, money to do other things with.
Yeah.
And it might not always be like that. Like, you know, it could easily be a bubble. Or everything goes in cycles. At some point, the cycle will change and it won't be as easy and people will adjust. But for now, it's a really easy way to, you know, gain power, basically. Money is energy, and you can use that energy for a lot of good things, creating spaces.
I will dig into that. Alright, I'm going to stop filming now. And I agree with what you just said. And that it's been difficult for me to reconcile that set of ideas with injustice or something like that, or competitive advantage or privilege or whatever, like, and whether I wish that there needed to be such a thing as extraction of power and energy and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not saying it's bad. I just wrestle with that question, or those questions, and so part of me thinks, oh, I could just go live. I guess given the current globalized economy, maybe you have to like buy land.
There's probably, no, I think there's still places you can go where you don't have to necessarily buy, but it is becoming harder, like more places are becoming kind of under the control of various entities, governments, whatever, so,
Yeah.
you know, you'd probably find some place, like there was a guy living in a forest in Vermont, for example, for a long time, but
Yeah.
it's getting more difficult, you know, surveillance is getting better, all kinds of processes are happening that makes that harder to do in this current stage of the world we're living in. But it's possible. It just takes more effort. 200 years ago, you could have done it easily without worrying about buying land or being hassled.
Well, but and then there's the safety of the space that you're buying into with that power and energy. Like there is a rule of law, so you do have certain expectations and whatever. I mean, that's like part of the opting in and creating a space.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm not oblivious to that. So those are the things I'm like. Depends on what you want.
I personally feel like I want to walk a little bit and move around, but you are welcome to chill here longer. I'm also happy to have your company. I just, after sitting this long, I'm like, I'm going to move.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to stop recording and move.